Hi everyone and welcome back to some more MotoGP 21 here on this channel. This is part number 9 of my career walkthrough, and in today's episode we head to Germany for the Sachsenring, a fantastic circuit, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed it's not going to be wet. Let's get straight into it and have a look. Oh, wet qualifying, but a dry race. I'm happy with that. Right, let's get straight into the qualifying and see if we can set some blistering times around this fantastic circuit. So here we go. Right, let's get in a couple of laps before we enter the wet qualifying, which is going to be tricky today. At least it's a dry race, but if we want to get a good spot on the grid, we're going to have to really be careful on the qualifying, because I think it's going to be tough around the circuit. You have to get onto a lot of these curbs, get tight in, and let's see how far we are away from their times with this free practice session, which is in dry conditions at the moment. And the time that is set so far early on in this free practice is a 1:30.3. I definitely think they're going to get a lot quicker than that. Just trying to really keep that tight. Let's see if we can latch onto this bike in front. That's not too bad. Back up the hill. We want to get top speed, and we need to get a sturdy sector. Oh, bloody hell, coming through. Threw me out a little bit, and back down the hill. So we've got one of the development tests complete. We just need to get the top end one, and we've done that as well. All gone a little bit wide in that turn. Be careful. We'll start the curb. Nope, just run on the curb slightly and drop it into this turn. And again, I think we need to tweak its understeering slightly, but let's see what sort of time we get, and that is a 1:29.3.
Here's the final standing after this third session of free practice. Let's have a quick look at the riders who managed to record the best times.
Right, so that is the end of the free practice. We didn't really go any faster than that lap time, but hopefully we can put that into a good lap in the wet in the qualifying. So let's get straight into it.
Everything's ready for the second qualifying session. In a while, we'll see the 14 riders who qualified from free practice and the 4 from first qualifying out on track together.
We really do need to improve on this lap. Now we've got some heat in the tyres. Let's be good on the brakes into this first corner. And just be careful. Oh, bloody hell. It doesn't feel very secure through there. And just trying to feed the power on slowly. I would do it. Keep it steady, keep it steady, keep it steady. Stay off the curb. Oh, bloody hell. Just feeding the power on about right. And again, just being careful with the braking. Keep it gentle. Smooth lines. And back on the power again as we keep on the left side of the tyre, which is going to be, I think is going to be the biggest issue in this race today. Is just being on that side of the tyre so much, it's going to wear down pretty quickly, and as you can see the front is heating up slightly as we just try and keep it nice and smooth through here. And again, just trying to keep this tight and staying off the curbs as it is a wet qualifying. We don't want to push it. Back down the hill, and we're up on sector 3, so we're still doing okay, and just be, oh my god, a bike gonna be hit, bloody hell, done it, it hit me, bloody hell. Oh wow, that was interesting. I've seen a couple go down on that corner, but that bike almost hit me as we come to the line. Are we going to be quick enough for pole position? Oh, that's not bad, I will take that. Well, it looks like we're going to take pole position with that time, and we went a lot quicker, but I did see a lot of bikes crash on that corner that you saw in the qualifying. Is that going to be the same in the race? Well, we're going to find out, but at least it's in the dry.
The waiting is finally over. The German Moto3 race will be starting in just a few minutes. The sky above the track has been cloudy for a few hours now, but having consulted the official forecasts, Race Direction have decided to declare a dry race. Everything is ready to go here at the Sachsenring, and concentration is at the max because it's crucial not to lose positions early on this track.
Right, so here we go with today's race in Germany around the Sachsenring. Can we get a good start? Because that first corner is always very tricky. We're bound to get some riders running in the inside of us, so we're going to have to be careful. Just keep it steady into this corner as Rodrigo comes in. Oh my God, he's come off. Oh, he's running straight into me into that first corner, but luckily he didn't take me off as well. But that is the first crash of the race. And Suzuki managed to get away pretty well. As we've got Binder just touching our back wheel there, just pressurising in us early on. Just kind of try and keep it steady. Try and get some heat in the tyres. We don't want to go down on this first lap. And Suzuki is pulling away. A really blistering start. And this is a 7-lap race. So we're going to have to try and be careful with the tyres. Hope that they last. That's not too bad through there. Just keeping it steady. Managing to hold on to second place. We've got Binder very close behind. But Suzuki's really gone for it at the start here. As we drop it into this corner. And keep it tight. And... oh, Suzuki's gone down! Don't hit his bike! Oh my God! Almost it. And oh, they're all crashing. Oh, loads of crashes early on that corner. Is that a glitch? Oh my God, crash, crash, crash. More have gone down, and we've got into the lead. And this is going to be interesting. We might have won the race already, as long as we don't come off. That is very interesting. I mean, we had an update recently, only the other day, so if that was an issue, I'm sure they would have fixed it. And that is definitely a problem. They run it onto that curb. I did it a couple of times in qualifying, but not every bike was doing it, so I don't know whether it's just a couple who are doing it, and obviously they're taking all the others down, but we've managed to break free from them. Have got a couple not too far behind. They've obviously avoided those crashes. And let's see if they go down on this lap. Got a little bit wider in that turn. Got to try and concentrate. And we've been given a little bit of a gift here, so let's not throw it away. Let's be careful. And let's see if they go down on this lap. Going to get nice and tight in here. Are they going to crash? And there you go. They both went down. 3 have gone down. Oh, they're all crashing. Oh, there's definitely a problem with this circuit. And that is it, guys. So it looks like we're going to take the win as long as we don't crash. This is unbelievable. Keep it tight into that turn. This is going to be a decent lap. Almost a second up. And we are over 12 seconds ahead now. But they just keep on crashing at that corner. It is definitely a major issue. But look at that front tyre. It definitely wears down on this. We're only at lap 5 and it's almost completely gone. Gotta be careful we don't come off. Because it does take a while to get back on your bike. And that time could just disappear. So... let's make sure that we don't throw it away. Just keep it gentle around that turn. Not do the same as they are. And let's see if we can get the fastest lap of the race. Careful into this turn as we come to the end of lap 5 with 2 laps to go. This is definitely going to be. And they all go down again on that corner. And that is the fastest lap for us so far. Let's just be careful. We really do need to stay off the curbs. Let's just be careful because that front left side of the tyre is completely gone. But we're almost 20 seconds ahead. So I think even if we crashed, we would be okay as we come to that final bend. And there we go. Cross the line and we take the victory. Down to a bit of default, really. I mean, they need to fix things like that. I mean, it completely ruined the race. I would have really enjoyed for that to go you know, toe to toe with some of the riders, because there was some that were pretty quick. And actually, I didn't get the fastest lap as well, so it could have been a very interesting race. But what I'm going to do in today's episode, guys, because of that, we're going to run another race. We're going to go to the next circuit, which is in the Netherlands. We've got Assen, which is another fantastic circuit. So we're going to put that into this episode as well, because I didn't want to leave it just on that. You know, we didn't really race, did we? Literally one lap, they crashed down, and it was just a coast all the way home. So I'll take the points, but they definitely need to fix that. I hope that doesn't happen in Moto 2 and on the GP bikes. But let's get into the next race in today's episode. So here we go. Right, so we go to Assen in the Netherlands, a fantastic circuit, and let's see what weather we've got for this race. And oh, it's sunshine. Oh, this is going to be perfect, and it's one of the best circuits on the tour. You cannot miss this one. So let's get straight into it. Right, so let's put in a couple of laps to see how far we are away from the AI's times, and we've got perfect conditions, so it is going to be an extremely tough race. So I do like this circuit as well. So, and we need to get the development points. We're still quite a way off getting the frame and the engine up to speed, and I think if we don't start really making sure we get those upgrades in, we are going to start to see the differences in our performance of our bike. I mean, I have noticed on a previous couple of races that on the straights we are getting absolutely destroyed, so we definitely need to improve the engine. It's definitely feeling the frame is getting better. Let's just be careful on this turn, and we are doing okay on this first lap. It's been a while since I've been around this circuit. Well, I keep saying that on every episode. I haven't been on a MotoGP game for so long. I mean, I played the last one for a couple of months, but I had issues with my PS4, and I lost all my data. Loads of things stopped me from finishing off that walkthrough, and I do apologise for that, but I'm hoping that's not going to be the case on this one. We're doing okay on this first lap. This is feeling very good, and it doesn't look like I'm going to need to adjust the settings too much. The bike's handling quite well without tweaking it too much. It is understeering a little bit, but this is where it's a big test. The chicane at the end, this can be brutal. So be careful. Oh, it didn't feel great changing direction there, but I will take that and across the line, and that isn't a bad first lap. I'll take that. Right, that is the end of the free practice, and we weren't the quickest. We got the 7th fastest time. We didn't really improve on that. We could have done a few more laps, but I'm going to take my chances in the qualifying. So let's see if we can better that time we did. So here we go. Right, so we've only got enough time to put in one more qualifying lap, and we're currently sitting in 7th. We still really haven't been able to push and compete with some of the other bikes. We definitely are losing a lot of speed on the straights. I said that would be an issue, as we've only done 2 engine upgrades. We definitely need more, and we just overrun that first corner. That is not the greatest. That's going to cost us a little bit of time, but let's see if we can recover on the rest of the sectors on this circuit. I think we're going to be a little bit off on the first sector after just overshooting that first corner, and that wasn't too bad. We've taken that relatively smooth, and we are slightly up on sector 1, so that was a good recovery, but we are still over half a second off the pace with our previous lap, so we're going to have to push a lot harder, and we have made a few adjustments because it was understeering. We are the quickest through here. Need every little bit, every 10th of second. We've got to try and push through these turns, and again, just trying to keep it as smooth as possible, try and stay off the curbs. And we're definitely up on our time. We're about 0.3, but we need about 0.7, I think, to take pole position. So I see us got a 1:44.7. Can we get close to that? To push. We're still down on the time, and we're still quite a bit down on the time, so This is not going to be the best, and we've had a few warnings as well, which is so difficult on this circuit. Right, the chicane, stay off the curbs. That was quite smooth through there. That was the best we've done it so far. And to the line, is that going to be quick enough? Oh, look at that, we took pole. Unbelievable. Oh, only just 0.074 as a bit of a celebration stoppy there. And that is the end of the session as well. And we took pole position on that last lap. That is unbelievable. It's always good when you finish the qualifying with the fastest time. But can we do it in the race? It's going to be a very tough one. So let's get straight into it. And fingers crossed.
Hello, all you race fans. We're here in Assen, bringing you live coverage of the Moto3 class Dutch Grand Prix. The weather forecasts are very reassuring. We'll have sunny weather for the entire duration of the race. It's been a long weekend for the Moto3 riders, but finally the showdown is... Just a few moments to go until the Grand Prix begins. Assen, the cathedral of motorcycle racing, is once again ready to put everyone to the test.
Right, so here we go with today's race in the Netherlands around the Assen circuit in perfect conditions. We cannot complain. Can we get a good start off the grid? Let's make use of that pole position, and we are off. But it looks like Messia is definitely quicker off the mark than we are, and he's probably going to take that inside line. So let's just try and make sure that we don't get taken off. And Suzuki has managed to get past as well, but let's just try and stick with these two. Keep it tight into that corner. We've got someone else coming up the inside as well. Just be careful on this first lap until we get a bit of heat in the tyres. And again, oh, that was a nice turn, and we've managed to get back in the lead. But this is where it's going to be tricky. And look at that, Messia's just gone past us really easy there. So we definitely don't have the speed on the straights. We're going to have to be better in the corners. So let's just try and stick with the pace early on. We've got Suzuki not far behind, so we've got to be careful. Saw his bike there. Don't you dare run me off. To that inside, and we got side by side with Messia there onto the curb. Oh, he just sort of slowed in that turn, and we've managed to retake the lead. But I ain't going to complain. And oh, Messia's going to come back round. We're trying to keep him on the outside, and he's going to take an inside line there. Don't you dare take my back wheel. And we've managed to just force ourselves back into the lead. But for how long? This is going to be really tricky. This is a 6-lap race as well. Just lack straight line speed. That's why we need that engine upgrade as soon as possible. Right, let's not muck up the chicane, which is very, very tricky. Slow it down, slow it down. Oh, God, that felt a little bit awkward. Don't want to get too many warnings. We don't have to do the long lap penalty. And they have caught up, and we've got about 4 or 5 bikes behind us now. Look at them come! We're really slow, and we've just got to be careful into this turn. You dare run me off. 1, 2 have gone past. Oh, we were just completely killed, and there's been a crash. I think that's further back, and it's Suzuki and Binder that have managed to get in front, so there's a lot of change in the lead here. Suzuki seems to be one that seems to be really quick, and we've taken that corner nicely again, and we're going to go side by side with Suzuki. But is he going to have a little bit on the more on the straight? I think he will. Oh no, but we're using power mode 3. That's the only reason why we've probably gone past. We can't use that too much. We don't want to wear the tyres down as we go through this section. And let's keep this as tight as possible. Now we've gone a little bit too wide there, and Suzuki and Binder have managed to get back past. Then we're going to go side by side with Binder in that corner. Oh, look at this. Going side by side with a bike into that turn and managing to hold on to it. And let's be careful into this turn. Suzuki is leading in Assen, and Binder's going to try again. Oh, someone's crashed out. I didn't see who that was. I just saw the crash line come up. And this is a really tricky race early on as we come towards the end of lap 2. Managed to get through there pretty well, and we've retaken the lead. But for how long? I don't think we're going to be able to pull away at all in this race. It's going to be like this all the way through, so we're going to have to manage the tyres really well. Oh, let's try and get through here a little bit quicker than we did on the previous lap. And again, running it on the curb, but I'll take that. We didn't get a warning. That is okay. But look, again, they're so much quicker through there, and they're going to come down the inside. We've got to be careful we don't get run off as we drop it in. And we've managed to hold the lead in that first corner this time. And let's see if we can get round here without getting bumped off as well. Let's get really tight onto the apex and keep them on the outside as much as we can. But we're definitely pretty good round this left-hand turn. Let's keep that nice and steady. And that was nicely done. But, oh God, just run it a little bit wide and onto the curb, and that's going to slow us down a little bit, and that's going to give, oh, it's Binder that's behind us now, chance to close the gap. Right, let's make sure we keep it nice and steady through here. And again, keep it tight. It's a little bit better. We want to be closer to that apex curve as we go through there. And again, just trying to push as much as we can. We've managed just to pull away, but not a lot. Again, just drop it into there. Now they ride it right on that curb. You've got to be so careful when you go through there that you don't get bumped off. Let's keep this nice and smooth. And they are only 0.2 behind, coming up to halfway point of this race, and we're managing to hold on, which is good. But looking at the tyres, they don't look too bad either. So all in all, this is a good run. It can get tricky as we get into the latter stages, so we're not going to get comfortable yet. And again, slow it down. Oh God, oh God, almost came off then. Mucked that up. Just one mistake, and that's going to give them the opportunity to close the gap again. Got to be careful. It's those sort of mistakes is going to send me. We've mucked up that first corner as well. I don't know whether this is a tyre issue. Luckily we had a little bit of breathing space. So we can drop into this section, and there's Masia. He is back in the fight. He did drop off a little bit, and it was Binder and Suzuki that were leading the charge, and now it is Masia, and we know how quick he is. So we're going to be in trouble, and he's got the fastest lap of the race as well. So we're going to have to manage the fuel really well, and hopefully we can keep him at bay. We've still got quite a way to go. Can we keep this tight? He's going to come round. Is he going to take the lead? No. Just managing to keep him onto the curb. Oh, really pushed it in and onto the other curb. Oh my God, really struggling. I think the grip is just starting to go already. It feels really... Oh, was that Masia and Binder? Oh, Masia took Binder out with that crash. Oh, what the hell happened there? I think he took a little bit too much curb. All I saw was his bike spun out, and then obviously Binder came up the crash sign as well. So that has put us in the driving seat again. Let's see if we can just pull away from the others. But Suzuki's still there in third. We know he had some quick times in that qualifying, so let's just try and make sure we don't make the same mistake in this chicane this time. And again, really struggling to get it turned in. It's just not gripping very well on the right side as we go into lap 5. 2 laps to go. And this is not decided yet. We've led most of the race, but we are starting to make some errors, which is always going to cause problems. Oh, we're just taking that a little bit wider, and there comes Suzuki. He only had to just touch my back wheel and I would have gone off then. And just tried to take as much through that corner as I can. We have got plenty of fuel to use to burn off, so we're in a good position in that sense, but can we hold them off? Just keeping it as much as we can through there, nice and smooth. Trying to stay off those curbs. And again, that's not too bad. And this is the one that seems to be very tricky. Let's try and stay off it. Oh, bloody hell! God, dear, you flipping dare. Not on the second to last lap. Let's just keep it tight, keep it tight, keep it tight. Come on, let's get to the final lap and let's see if we can just edge away. We're going to have to try and use it power mode free as much as we can on that final lap. But be careful, obviously leaning on the right side of the tyre. We can't afford to make a mistake here. They're right behind. And keep it steady, keep it steady, keep it steady. Oh no, God, flipping out. I could not turn it. I could not turn it. And we have got about 3 or 4 bikes on us, and it looks like McVee's joined the fight as well. This is not what we want. Oh my God, there comes McVee. He's trying to force his way through. And again, let's just try and keep that tight. And he's making contact with the rear wheel. Get off, get off, get off, get off. Oh, this is going to be tough turning into this corner. McVee hasn't been in the fight the entire race, and here he comes. And oh, he's just mucked up that corner. He's dropped down a few places, and that has given us a little chance to break away. Right, we're going to have to use that power mode free as soon as we get to the last straight. We've got to just go for it, I think. Let's just keep that steady. Literally got nothing on that front tyre on the right. It's almost completely gone, so we're going to have to be careful. Keep that nice and steady through there. Oh, that was okay. That was nice and smooth. This has definitely been a very tricky race. Much closely contested than obviously that race in Germany, which just was over in the first lap. And just trying to push it. Just trying to use that extra fuel, burning it off at a higher rate, but trying to manage those tyres as well. And we've actually pulled away slightly from McVee, and we need a really good final to this chicane. Keep it on the road, and that was nicely done through there and over the finish line. Oh, unbelievable! Really enjoyed that. Oh, I can breathe again. But we definitely weren't the quickest, but we managed to maintain a decent pace and fend off all those challenges. I think, God dear, if there wasn't crashes between, I think it was Messia and Binder, I think we would have had some real problems in the final stages. But we just stuck to our guns and tried to defend as much as we could. We're literally running away with the championship now, and we definitely need to move on to the Moto2 bikes very, very soon. We've still got quite a few rounds to go, about 8 or 9 races, but I am enjoying it, and it's good to get some laps around all the circuits as well. But let's see if we can get any upgrades in before the end of the episode, and we definitely need an engine upgrade. As you can see, we really lacked on the straights, and that did cost us quite a bit, but we bowed through and we got a win. So let's get into whether we can do some upgrades. I think we got some decent development points in that qualifying as well, so hopefully that will aid us. We've got to speed up these upgrades, and I think next we go to, I think we got the Kimi ring, and this is a circuit I just can't get the grips off. So I think that's one where we're going to drop some points. And I guarantee we'll probably get in the wet as well. So we have got, so we've got one more week for the frame. So we can definitely move it on to the next race, so we can get that one finished, and then we can speed up. We definitely need that third engine upgrade. So let's quickly move it on. And it is the Kimi ring next. And this is a circuit I've been dreading. So we've finished that engine upgrade up to 80%. So we're doing really well with that. And we can just start that one off, but we won't put a lot of the staff on it because we want to get the engine up to a decent level. So let's try and speed up this one so we can get onto that third engine upgrade, because we're going to need that when we get into the latter stages. Although we've got quite a decent points tally in the championship, we don't want to start throwing points away. We want to finish strong, and so we can move into Moto2, because then we get a better offer of team, and we want the best team possible, because I've heard that Moto2 is a real challenge. So, and we want the best teammate. It's always good having a good teammate, so we can get the team championship points as well. So let's move that on. So we can get that to 3 weeks. And guys, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe, share the video. I really appreciate all the support on the channel. And don't forget to check out some new series coming on the channel as well from some other games. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very, very soon.